Hi CFA, it is Sunday, May 3rd, and I am Coach Sarah, and here is your workout for Sunday. So we'll take a look at it real quick, and then we will talk it through. So this is a combination of two hero WODs. One is called Blake, and one is called Brenton. And as we've talked about before, hero WODs are in honor of someone in the CrossFit community who died in the line of service. And so Blake is in honor of U.S. Navy Senior Chief Cryptologic Technician David Blake McClendon, who was 30 years old when he died in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan on the 21st of September, 2010. And then Brenton is in honor of Seattle Police Department Field Training Officer Timothy Quinn Brenton, who was 39 when he passed away after a drive-by shooting on Halloween of 2009. So these workouts we do in honor of them because they were members of the CrossFit community. And so we are starting with Blake, which is 4 rounds of 100 feet of walking lunges with RX is a 45 or 30 plate overhead, 30 box jumps, 20 wall balls or dumbbell thrusters, and 10 handstand push-ups or regular push-ups. So to talk that through real quick, the walking lunges with the overhead. With whatever object you choose to go overhead, the point is to have it straight overhead because you're focused on keeping a tight midline. So rather than sometimes we have one or the other overhead, this time we're going to have both. So if you have one object, you can put it overhead, that's great. If you have two, for instance, I have dumbbells, I'm going to keep them tight together overhead as I do a lunge. As I do the lunge, I'm going to come down to a 90-90. And come back up again. Actually, I'm doing walking lunges, so I'm going forward. So one, together, and so on. I'm going to make sure that I come fully up at the top of each lunge, so you don't want to come down and stay down like that. And I'm going to worry about keeping my core tight and keeping that object straight overhead with my arms locked as I go. So that's 100 feet of walking lunges, followed by 30 box jumps. If you have a box, great. You are going to worry about full hip extension at the top. So you're going to jump and come all the way up and then step down. If you do not have a box jump, we have all learned that tuck jumps are just as strenuous, if not more strenuous, than a box. So a tuck jump, you are bringing your feet as high as you can with each jump. 30 of those, 20 wall balls or dumbbell thrusters. Whether you have a wall ball or whether you have two objects to do thrusters with, the points of performance are very similar. You're coming down, breaking parallel, coming up to full hip extension and extending at the top. Whether that is a ball that you're throwing to a target or whether that is objects that you're coming down and pressing up, same thing. So 20 of those, followed by 10 handstand push-ups or regular push-ups. What you need to pay attention to with the push-ups is if you are the ground looking at me, my arms look like this. They do not look like this, where my elbows would be flaring out. They're nice and tight in close to my sides, and I'm pressing against the ground like that. And an easy way to notice that is if your fingers make check marks when you're on the ground. So you don't want your hands straight because then it's real easy for your elbows to go out. You want them to be check marks so they stay nice and close and keep an eye on your shoulders. You're also keeping a very straight back when you do that. And that is Blake, 4 rounds of that. After that, you will rest for 5 minutes and then you will go into Brenton. Brenton is 5 rounds of 100-foot bear crawl, 100-foot standing broad jump, and then 3 burpees after every 5 broad jumps. If you do it RX, you do it with a weighted vest. If you have that, if not, you do it. So bear crawl is pretty easy. Your hands are down, your feet are down, your butt is up, and you are walking like this for 100 feet. Standing broad jump, again with hip extension, you're coming down, you're jumping as far forward as you can, and then every 5 of those that you go towards your 100-foot target, you stop and you drop and you do 3 burpees. That is your Sunday. It's supposed to be beautiful. I hope you get to do this outside if you can. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Hope you're feeling well. If you need anything, please feel free to contact us. We are here for you, whether that's through social media or text any of us.
let us know how you're doing, let us know how you're feeling, let us know what you need, and we will see you guys as soon as we possibly can. Happy May. See you soon.